Hey everybody, we are live on Live Paranormal, the Purple Dahlia, not your average medium, and YouTube with the Purple Dahlia, not your average medium. Welcome to our show, Under the Paranormal Moon. We have Lisa, the Purple Dahlia, and we have Jess from Paranormal Interest on right now. We got a couple more guests that are going to trickle in as the night goes on. So sit back, have your favorite drink, and let's get ready for a fun show. What are we going to
I
be doing, Lisa?
I don't have COVID, but I have allergies, and I'm out of Claritin D. So we're gonna run the ghost box tonight. My end for Jess's house. I have some sketches that I did because the other day I don't know, Spirit needed me to sketch, so that's what I spent pretty much my entire day doing. And to give you an idea,
That's creepy.
It kind of looks like his mustache is curled. Was it curled?
yeah, it's like one of those old fashioned Western ones, but he's not from that time period. That's what I would think, but it's so long, it's like ZZ Top long.
Okay.
And then these two boys here, I believe, is from Jessica's house and then the Native American, but I could only get the profile. And the reason why they give me the profile is because there's something really distinctive about his nose. It's like very long, like elongated, but it's like not like, oh, he's got a big nose. There's something regal about him, like authoritative.
He could be the chief, right?
Right. These are all
The tribe.
feathers. Yeah, these are feathers. I was getting tired. But yeah, if anybody can make heads or tails of what they get off of these two guys. And there's sketches. I cannot draw to save my life. I know we have artists in my family, but this is only because Spirit is helping me. And this kid in the sweatshirt really has me tripping out, though. There's something like he has to say, but I don't know. I think he's scared too.
It's not
Are
Jeremy.
you sure it's not that guy? No.
It's not the guy that's usually in the window. No. And my hair was really cute and curled. It looked so pretty, and then the wind got it. So yeah, we're done.
Hi, Tanya.
Hello, everybody. My hair.
You're here.
Okay. So hi, Eileen. We'll wait for a few more people to get here. So I hope everybody's weekend's been going well. We had one hell of a storm last night.
Hi,
Hello,
Linda.
So for those of you who are just joining, I'm Lisa the Purple Dahlia, not your average medium. I'm a legit natural-born psychic medium from Fitchburg, Massachusetts. I'm the resident psychic for Live Paranormal, as well as their page manager. I have my own page, The Purple Dahlia, Not Your Average Medium, and you can book your appointments through there and only through there. It makes life easier.
And I'm the page manager for that page.
There's Bestie in the Bestie booth. There's Jess from Paranormal Interests. You know, we hang out on Thursday nights. And it seems like every time we hang out together, there's a Bruins game, but we won again. Yeah, and we have a guest tonight coming on. Well, he should be coming on. Harry Green from Bridgewater Triangle, who will be doing a future collaboration with. I'm going to try to get us into that. See, there's two funeral homes owned by the same family that went up for sale. One of them, the smaller one, is across the street from the abandoned church. But I want to get into the bigger one because that house is older. And that's like still semi-farmland. So it's got some stories to tell for sure. And I believe my husband's work may be having some activity. So I'm going to see what I can do to try to get us in there. Okay. In between this, the ghost box questions, regular discussion, I will take in some random one question readings, which means please be specific. We will let you know. So don't blow up the comment section, because if you do that and be like, well, I asked first, that's not how this works. Okay. Make sure you like, share, and follow to Facebook, Live Paranormal, and turn your notifications to on. The Purple Dahlia, Facebook, turn your notifications to on, as well as YouTube, subscribe. And you can always subscribe and follow me on TikTok. Once we get that, then we'll be like the trifecta. Hi, Mindy. How are you? Make sure you share because Sharon's caring. Let's get them numbers up. Make myself relevant. Dude, I thought that was my glasses, but I think it's something on the screen.
Bestie,
Yes,
you're
ma'am.
relevant to me.
Oh, I love you too, Bestie.
Ooh, KJ Hearts, Kayla watching from Pennsylvania.
Hey.
What part was me and Jess paranormal?
Are you from Lake Waccamacomoc?
That's never gonna get old. I'm just saying, it's Lake Wallenpaupack.
Listen, if you're with the Pennsylvania State Police or regular police, let me know if you know what I'm talking about without knowing what I'm really talking about. Because I don't know how to say it. Hello, Heaney Wysanowski. I believe that's it, Wysanowski. You okay? Sound like you were clearing more than a frog there. Sound like you were clearing a dead body.
No, like I said, just wondering, where is everybody watching from? I see Kayla's from Pennsylvania. Just wondering what part.
Yeah, give us a city and a state, and we can see whether you're Facebook, YouTube, and my page. And make sure you're following Paranormal Interests because really, we hang together. That's just the kind of girls we are. We hang together.
We're the cool kids.
We're the coolest ones. This is the new nails in case nobody missed it from.
Ooh.
Very spring-like. I'm forcing
Yeah,
spring
I got
on everybody.
the blue with the sparkly.
I kind of like your blue though. So we've got outside Logan, West Virginia, Cincinnati, Ohio, Johnsonville, New York, the Villages in Florida. I don't know what 30, that is.
Oh my God, they're 30 minutes from Wilkes-Barre. I know where that
Hello,
is.
Sherry Lee.
North or south of Wilkes-Barre?
And Barbara Kitgas from Northeast PA. Listen, if you're all in Pennsylvania, why aren't we meeting up and do an investigation or do a little barbecue back roads and beer readings? A little something.
Me and Jess are up by we're about 30 minutes north of Scranton.
Highland, Michigan.
I had to think about that.
I had to think. Yeah.
Is Highland, Michigan, is that near where they find the agates in the Great Lakes? Just curious.
We are not doing readings yet, Carol.
Okay, Carol. We'll let you know, okay? Because it's a 2-hour special. We are going to throw in 1-question readings, okay? But you have to be specific, and we will let you know. So swamping the comments is not going to help you at this point. I'm like 5 minutes outside of Hazelton.
Okay. For anybody who is on, I know Live Paranormal, Lisa comes up to PA and she does group readings, like party events.
And it's a special rate. It's not the usual rate that you'll see on my page. Why? Because I'm on the road and therefore, I tried to make it so that everybody can get a reading. I really do.
So if you're in PA and Kayla, you're not very far. I know where Hazelton is. Barbara, you're in Northeast PA.
Glad she does, because I have no idea.
I do. If you guys are looking at book like a group reading, there's a special rate. If you have 10 people, your reading is free. The host reading is free. Message the Purple Dahlia for more information, the page, and I will hook you up.
If you're going to a paranormal event, you've scheduled you and your friends to go investigating, and you would like me to attend, you can contact the page and we'll work something out. Yeah. Also, if you have a location that you want us to check out in PA, or you want to be a guest on our show, like you have something to promote, by all means. But if you have a location or you want something pertaining to investigations, please put Boo 311 when you message the page. That way we know right away what we have to do and we got to snatch that one up.
Do not message the Live Paranormal page. Message the Purple Dahlia, Not Your Average Medium page. And
here's the thing. If it's a paranormal emergency, I I have such a large staff. Everybody that's on staff, raise your hand. Yeah, see, we're busy. So put paranormal 911. I can't guarantee that I can do every service for free, but depending on the circumstances, I can't. I dream a genie across the United States. I wish I could, but I can't. But I'm usually able to help you MacGyver something to put like a Band-Aid on it temporarily until I can figure out what we need to do and how far you are.
If I only really associated with 10 people.
I don't think I know 10 people.
You do know 10 people.
10 people.
So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. I got 9.
Oh, you're one off.
I mean, it means we have to add another one to the group.
Right.
From West Alabama. Well, hello, Jamie. Hi, Yvonne.
Hello, Yvonne.
Make sure you are subscribed, following, turn your notifications to on. That way you know when we're live and where we're live.
Okay, so here is how the Ghost Box session works. If you would like to ask a question for the Ghost Box because we're going to be doing for a paranormal interest location, you are to put Q and then your question. If
Hello,
you
Ward.
hear something that they say, you are to put 3 asterisk marks and what you heard.
So if we're asking a question for you, you should probably start with a question mark, ask the question, end with a question mark. If you're hearing it, it's just asterisks before and after, so that way we know what you're hearing. Okay. And listen, just because you hear a cuss word doesn't mean you can use it, because we enforce Facebook community guidelines, because we know Facebook is working really hard to get those trolls.
Yeah. Do you want to put the Ghost Box on?
Yep. So this Ghost Box is a Rob Hernandez ITC Ghost Box. It was a limited edition from probably 5 years ago, I think. And he doesn't make these anymore. I do have a couple of his here that I could sell.
Don't give me that look, Jess.
I'm going to turn it on, so understand that this is how it sounds. It's already been set up, but so you can see what it looks like.
Connected.
I heard everyone. Hi, who's joining us tonight?
I heard. Did you hear Fred?
I thought it said Deb. Mama?
Connected.
Don't be my hands in the air. I didn't do that.
Deb, is that you?
I heard yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Deb is Jess's sister.
Or my mother. We both had the same name.
Oh, they do? Oh, okay.
I just heard Ed. Hello, Lisa Susan. How are you, honey? Hi, Virginia.
Hi, Virginia.
Do you have any messages for any of our support staff tonight? Hi from Greg. Okay, let me try to turn it into so we can get better clarity.
Show.
That was pretty clear, the show. So, Spirit, if you're here and you want to talk with us, could you please say Lisa Purple?
Back.
We just want to make sure that you can hear us and we can hear you. Why don't you tell me who's going to win the cup?
First, where you were from Houston.
Who's going to win the cup?
You're scraping.
Reed, are you there?
Yeah.
Can't talk? Yeah, that's me. But you have to say purple because there's a whole bunch of Lisas out here.
Hello, Brooke. Does anybody have any questions in the chat for the ghost box? I just heard wait.
Okay, he's not going to like when I do this, but I'm doing it. I can hold my own hand too.
Hey, I was jamming out, man.
It doesn't do that. That's what I'm trying to say. It doesn't. Yeah, Brooke. Carol, are you asking for somebody's name? Is that what you're asking?
Tanya has a question.
There are apps that you can download on your phone that will get you results, so you can you do this like for yourself every day if you like. Okay, read that again.
Tanya said, "Who is my son Dalton?" Wants to ask the ghost box. Who is my son Dalton? Waiting on the crossover.
Well, Dalton just came to me and he just said, "Sorry, Mom. I don't think it's you, honey. You're here for a while, Tanya. Nice try, though." Wow, it was working fine earlier. What the heck?
And Carol said, "Yes, names with her."
Okay, so your question, Carol, what spirits are with me? They may give you one name or they might say like a number, which will tell you how many spirits are with you. But you do have spirits with you all the time, honey. That's why, like, when I say ask one specific question, like, you got to hone it down for them because they might only, it takes a lot of energy for them to get an answer. Come on now.
Brooke said, "It's me. I'm the problem. It's me. It goes bonkers when I click on." No, Brooke, it's not you.
It's usually me that sets up the technology wrong.
Look what happened when we went to Pete and Reenie's.
And besides, Brooke, you're not the problem. You're the solution. You're looking at it from the wrong side.
Connected.
Dude, it keeps saying that, and I haven't unplugged it. I swear I haven't. It's plugged in.
That's weird.
I know. When is anything not weird at my house?
One of these times we're going to go take a road trip to go see Brooke. He's only like 2 hours away.
Well, Brookie wants to do the same thing that we were looking to do at Hershey.
So Ward wants to know, can you ask if someone has a message for one of the viewers?
Mm-hmm. Yes. I can,
No,
Ward.
you have to go.
Oh, I thought that was the question. I'm like, yeah.
No.
All right. Want to play games? We'll play games.
No, Brooke, you're not going to get a week notice. She goes, can I have like a week notice? LOL. A girl needs to clean her house.
Hi, we have real houses that people live in with children and pets.
Tanya says, I've accepted. I'm unfortunately stuck here for a while. I figured Dalton will have reincarnated by the time I get there. Was just wondering who it may be he's waiting for.
Okay. I'm going to shut this off. Going to click it this way. We'll see what we get. I'm going to reset. If I break a nail rod, I'm going to be pissed. Like this thing was going on. It was chatter.
Connected.
Hi, Tammy. Brooke said, darn nabbits.
All right. So how's the activity been at your house, Jess?
It's actually been kind of quiet, but I haven't really. I've been so tired that like I don't think
really
I
tell.
Except for the dog growling at the things I can't see and stuff like that. Or I have a candle for my sister. And
From your sister or for your sister?
For my sister. It's a little like LED candle, like a tea light.
Right.
And it just lights up and it stays lit and it shuts itself off and whatever. And it flew across the bedroom. After
I'm sorry, it flew?
Well, it flung across the bedroom after the dog was growling over in its direction. So that did happen. In the attic.
When?
So if you have paranormal equipment, you will have a lot of these around.
So that Seer app, I did it at my friend's house.
The one that I got the glass of wine and then I got like a weird thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can
that's what I got. Got that.
Yeah, well I did say I think that was your uncle messing around. Okay, hold on. So
and then
let's see. Where my apps?
I got
Where
that.
my apps at? So if you go to Ghost Tube under your Play Store, you can download it. So they have a Ghost Tube Original, a Ghost Tube Box, a Ghost Tube SLS, and now they have a Ghost Tube Seer, SEER. Each one's a separate download, but what happens is when you do it, you can just click on the ghost in the corner.
I can see if I can get it to work.
Come on.
See if it comes up with something when I'm pointing it at the screen.
Come on, Chatty Cathy. You were working earlier.
Not working. Let's see if it'll work.
No one wants to talk to us.
Oh, well, look at what I did.
Right?
That's what just popped up.
Dude.
And I was facing it towards the computer screen. It looks like an airplane. Can you guys see it?
Spirit, can you do that again with the photo, but give us something low, I don't know, related to hockey? By the way, this is what an investigation usually consists of, is hurry up and wait.
People are saying hi.
Hi, Karen. How are you?
Let's see what
Hi,
else.
Tammy. How are you?
Hold on, that's upstairs. Done. This one.
Dude, they're just being really stubborn.
Yeah, I don't know. Mother.
Listen, they were all working.
It's locked now.
Locked.
Oh, because I have too many videos. You can only have up to 10 videos saved at a time, or do $14.99 a year and everything. Hi, Trina.
I sucked it up and I paid. Just so you know, I paid. Because I use this thing so much, that like I go through it in like an hour.
Yeah. Brooke said I downloaded that app a couple years ago, GhostTube, and it freaked me out so much because it wouldn't stop talking.
Well, that's pretty much what it does.
Who's spraying something?
I'm spraying the cat.
That's not nice.
I know.
Your thing doesn't want to work for us tonight, Bestie.
Nobody wants to talk to us. You see how it is?
I know who's running interference, and I'm telling them they better knock it off.
Jean, good night. Good evening, Jean. I would like to know who's on my property that drives my dogs crazy at night and also taps on my windows. We're not doing readings right now. We're just doing GhostTube, Ghost Box sessions right now, and we will let you guys know when the readings start. We'll, and then you guys can post your questions. Hi, Vitrina.
Let me get mine. So I'm going to turn on the GhostTube box. Now, listen, we all have the same app, us four ladies, but it doesn't mean you're going to get the same answer out of every app. Listen, my phone will do something different than hers. We've already tested that theory, so.
Yeah, true. Who's cooking?
Not me. I already did cooking.
Yes, his kids.
Okay. GhostTube original.
Steve said he's not feeling too good.
There's a stomach bug going around, buddy. Ginger ale. Lots of ginger ale.
Sarah.
We'll have to schedule it for another time.
So I just got Sarah through mine. Katrina says the 3-year anniversary of my boyfriend, the love of my life, is coming on Thursday. The death anniversary, honey? I'm sorry. I have the group of apps in a box built by Rob. Yeah. Well, this is the limited edition one he made years ago. Mine's number 3, so I wanted to make more of these, but I do have a couple of his fairly new ones, and Bestie has one too.
I just started. Yes, I have the new one too. It's put away right now, but I'm going to use this app on my phone just so
I'm using just a regular old GhostTube.
Steve, I just sent you a friend request. Accept my friend request.
I didn't bother on mine.
I knew that. I don't know if I can see it. Hold on. This way.
I had father, friend, and now I have grandfather.
It might not be coming through the other box, but I'm telling you, something is going on. I am burning like from the inside out.
You're burning from the inside out?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. I feel like I'm choking. Who had somebody that passed through something in the throat? Oh, now you want to talk.
Usually a second.
Usually a psychic. Yeah, well, you got the psychic now.
Pregnant one.
The pregnant one? Not this girl. No.
It's talking about Brooke again.
Listen, I had the whole complete overhaul. That's not going to happen. Your dad had throat cancer. Is his death anniversary coming up? Well, Stinker happens to be with him, Katrina. What's up, James?
It's too hot.
Oh, it's too hot.
Jess is hot right now. She's sweating.
usually I can play 2 different apps, like use Rob's Ghost Box and then use like the Ghost Tube, and one sort of prompts the other one. It's like almost like playing Poke the Pig. But they just don't want to be cooperative tonight. I don't know why. And you guys heard it on. I had it on in the backstage.
Yeah, it was working fine.
Oh no. The ghosts ghosted us.
Oh,
We didn't get a chance to ghost them today. They ghosted us.
Steve said, Lisa, we had 37 tornadoes in our area the other day.
I know. It's very dangerous stuff, dude. Oh, somebody says they're saving you. Just said I'm saving him. Hi, Bonnie. How are you, honey?
Hey, Bonnie. Yes, you did catch us.
Ridiculous? That wasn't very nice.
Yeah, we can be ridiculous at times.
Okay. They want to play games. I'm going to bring it up. As soon as I put the crystal out. Now it's working again.
Hi, Colleen. Yeah, James, you finally caught us.
Stop it.
It's telling me to stop.
Stop what? We ain't doing anything.
Not yet, anyway. We'll know when we start.
Okay, here we go.
No, I don't own any song rights either. I wish I did. Okay, off.
Oh, we have him on a leash. I thought he was going to jump on me. Oh, I need to plug in. All right, come on. Up. Up. Come on, get up.
Girl, now it won't. I'm changing it and it won't even.
What are you doing? What are you doing? I told you.
Is there something about the song X and O's?
All right, stop.
You did say
Stop.
pregnant
Hold up.
one.
Hold up. Bonnie said, okay, ladies, my son is being detained as we speak. I need to know if he's going to be okay or is he going to be charged?
Wait. He's going to be charged. He's going to be charged.
Mm-hmm. I'm getting the same thing.
Show me yes. Show me no. Is he being detained? Is he going to be charged? Will he be coming home tonight? Will he be coming home tomorrow afternoon? Tomorrow afternoon, he has to wait to be arraigned. Oh, I believe that was Steve. The woman spirit I heard is that she's saving Steve. Oh, no. You were talking.
Wait. What? I'm gonna go. Bonnie said he was stabbed this morning, but the chick that stabbed him went home and murdered his kids and the husband.
Bestie, please message Bonnie and get what's going on separately, and then just send it
I
through
will.
Messenger.
I'm gonna. You guys.
I know you can't talk about it, Bonnie. That's why I don't want you to say anymore because I don't. If Bestie's, I'm gonna have to. Oh, I can't because she's one. She's got it. I can't. When she comes back, or somebody politely message Chris that she needs to remove those comments because we don't want anybody getting. Oh Lord. I'm sending you an abundance of healing right now, love and positivity, because you're going to need everything. And
I'm going to have to log into your YouTube, so give me a minute.
Okay, yeah, but you're going to have to
Bonnie, delete your comments.
Yeah. Just for safety reasons, because you just don't know. It's safer that way. No, you're working. You had something to say? To behave? Who needs to behave? Her heart? Are you talking about what I think you're talking about? Also what? Who's Joe? I just said also Joe. Morning. Morning for you, evening here.
Bessie, send me your email quick in Messenger.
Yep.
I apologize. My cat is being utterly annoying today.
Listen, that's what it is. That one, Chris?
Yep.
Okay. Interesting. Bear with us. Life happens, and show goes on. But I want to make sure that it's taken care of. Where is the regular one? There we are.
So while we're playing the waiting game, guys,
why don't you tell us about what you know for the history of your where you live, your property, that area? Okay, Sherry, I'm sending you some. Everybody, just take a moment. Ground if you haven't already grounded, which is usually a thing to do before you come on our show, because you never know where it's going to lead. You want to clear your head, take one deep breath, let it out. Another one. Let it out a little slower. One more. Very slow. Picture yourself as a mighty oak tree. Your toes are the roots of the tree, grasping onto Mother Earth. Your arms are the branches. Just connect yourself with Mother Earth. Surround yourself with 3 bubbles of light. 1, and then another one over that, and then another one over that to protect you. Oh, you know what, Steve? That totally makes sense for that woman. So Steve lives in the house. He owns a property. He's redoing it to make it livable. And that's the woman that I see. And she's very strict. She's not. Listen, she pulls no punches. When she says what she says, she means what she says, and she says what she means.
The stuff horror movies are made of, I'm telling you.
Right. Somebody remind me to keep drinking because I've been dehydrated a wicked lot. All right, let's see. Back to Ghost Box. You might have to do that, Chris. If she's listening, she might have to reboot. Would explain why things aren't working right, and they were working a few minutes ago. And I mean, they were working.
Oh no, I was going to record it to try to see, if you missed anything, but
you know what I'm doing. We can't focus in on that spirit. We have to do this. I know what you're saying, but you know what I'm saying?
isn't it too cold for a hornet to be out right now?
Not if they're in a house.
I guess. Weird timing, though, isn't it?
this not work? It won't even. Wow. Really?
Okay, so Lisa, in
Yes, ma'am.
the short time that I was gone killing that hornet, I got Vincent, flashlight, flashlight, up, flashlight, and maybe.
Dude, I'm not playing with you right now. No. Clear away from the technology items. There are other ways to communicate, and if you're too close, it's not going to work. We won't be able to hear you. Off. 1,002.
And then I just got Amy.
Not my favorite name. You know, dude, because you were working fine a few minutes ago. Don't say sorry, just fix it. You messed with it, now undo what you did. You know, Rob should put like not so little buttons because like they're so close together, just in case you were wondering. See, I gotta reach the one in the middle.
That's not easy with nails, like at all. I need a little. I can't do it.
Let's see if this works. If any of you watch the Rob Hernandez show on Saturday nights, we do a lot of this because you have to, like, you know, you can only go so far. Technology is grand when it works. When you bring in the paranormal, that's when it gets tricky.
Unless you're me. And then technology is never grand because it's always tricky.
I just heard Katie. And my house is built into a rock that's studded with quartz, so we usually don't have any problems. Can you long press that button? I had to on my box. Yes, I did. Let's not say what happened to the button when I pressed down on it, but look, you see now? Rob may be getting a gift going, please fix me. Don't yell at me. Yes, it's a cat behind me. He's stretching. He was here before us.
So I got sister speak sister, Lisa.
You may have to send this to Rob and just ask him why is it not, like, can he put something in it? Like, you know, a little something. That's so weird.
The technology is not our friend tonight, guys.
No. And believe me or not, it happens.
Well, mine's going off over here, but it's not Not doing us much
I'm just going to
justice,
go
is it?
back to.
Oh,
We are trying. What do I always say? Safety first, family first, right? Okay. So let's see if we can get this son of a gun to work. Okay, so we will go to goes to. And I want the box. You don't want to work? We came what? Listening now, full volume, because I can't get this one to work. You would? What would you do? And this is the one I like to use because the other one's like super difficult for me to use. I like this one because it's kind of easy, but
Martha.
did you invite other things with the spirit box? Like, no. Why would I? No. I don't invite anything. This is just a tool of communication, so it works on frequencies. And anybody who knows me knows I take extra precautions because safety first, family first at all times.
But if you don't know what you're doing, like,
Please, first of all, if you're playing with the Ouija board and it don't work out well for you, don't set it on fire. You just sealed your fate with that one. Bring some sea salt. Yeah, even the stuff that you throw down on the ice, you know, when it snows and there's ice, you can use that kind of salt too. All you want to do is just immobilize it. Put it in timeout. From there, I can help you. If you burn it, it's kind of like, what were you thinking? There's an orb behind the blonde in the bottom corner. I mean, Jess, wave. The gorgeous blonde.
there's always orbs.
Always.
I'd love to run it, but Dylan worries about it. Oh, we didn't bring any bad things. In fact, Dylan can probably talk to the angelics through that. It just gives clear reception. My problem is that, okay, so when there's one or two of us, we usually don't have an issue. As soon as you start bringing 3, 4 with abilities, we can run our own interference, like shut down a store that the register won't work. You know, when the swipe things, that won't work. And then add in everybody that's in the comment section that has abilities. So we just keep amplifying it and amplifying it. So yeah. Brett the medic. Ooh, is he cute? Just saying.
In other words, we break stuff and unintentionally.
Hi, I'll start. I'm late taking care of my disabled grandson. Okay, Amy. So Amy, like this thing was a chatterbox, so I went to push the button down in the middle. Rob's gonna kill me. He's gonna get this thing back. I was gonna be like, "What did you do to him? Fix it, please. Fix it." Or maybe I can fix it. I don't even know how I get it open, but has to be a way to get it open because it has a battery in there somewhere. Okay. Okay. Okay, so if you're just joining us, I'm Lisa the Purple Dahlia, not your average medium, a real, natural psychic medium from Fitchburg, Massachusetts. I don't always break stuff. I try not to break stuff. That's usually when we go into an investigation, I'm the last person that should be holding any kind of technology. So we're running a ghost box. We're using the ghost tube. I have the ghost tube running. And which one am I using right now? I have the Vox going, so you can hear the words and see the words. I have Rob Hernandez from ITC, his ghost box.
Okay, I'm back.
Hi.
Hey, people. Amy, leave and then come back in.
There's a lot of chaotic energy right now. That's for sure. I got that all around me.
Yeah.
Just said Jess.
It keeps freezing.
Somebody? Who do you want to talk to?
You're welcome.
Oh, that's weird.
Bonnie said she looks like a little witch named Elaine.
Wait a minute. Who's the two Debbies? What does
Her
two
mom-
Debbies mean?
Jess's mom and
Okay.
sister.
So first I heard Jess, and then just came through two Debbies.
Yeah, her mom's name
Two
was
Debbie.
Debbie, and her sister's name was Deb.
Yep, Mother Deb and Sister Deb.
Do you want to say hi to Jess? Can you do it nice and loud? Big and loud.
Oh, don't say that.
Well, they got to come through loud so you guys can.
Did you say coffee?
Somebody got a hankering for some coffee?
Jess is always drinking coffee.
Yeah, it's definitely your mother.
Dude, and then it kept saying, Bestie, you eat ice cream and the rest of us can't have none right now. So that's not very nice and that's not very fair.
Well, when you come up, you can get a gelati too.
We are getting snow showers here. Well, I had a thunderstorm from hella way back yesterday, man. And every time the lightning would strike, I get a little zap in my back because of my back injury. So yeah, it was like, ooh, it was not a good thing.
We had snow flurries last night. I woke up and it was freezing. After yesterday was like 70 degrees out.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Steve. Go ahead. Finish talking, Spirit. We're listening. Terrible? Who's terrible? Oh, I believe. Another child? Who's having another child? And be specific. Real specific.
Lana just came down the stairs when it said that.
Bacteria just.
Did it say bacteria?
Bacteria's got to go. Who has bacteria? Somebody have a bacterial infection?
Brooks put the emoji, hiding the emoji.
Well, it was like 54 today, but it was super like a brisk wind. We went to the Worcester Sox, which is the Worcester Red Sox, better known around here as Woo Sox. They won and then came home and then watched the Bruins game and they won.
Ice cream.
Stevie, you know, you have me concerned, buddy, because I worry about the stress with you. I do.
Steve?
Okay, so what's some of the activities, Jess, that you've been experiencing at your place?
Besides just people standing there, the orbs, the animals. I only heard something once, so that's pretty much
Bonnie,
it.
you know that's exactly what it is. I've already had a chat with them. I've moved the crystal to and fro.
Excuse me.
It's
So,
just creating
Lisa,
issues to create issues.
as you were telling Steve about stress, heart attack came through twice, 1 minute apart from each other.
I just got harder.
And I got heart attack.
Are you speaking of somebody that's already had a heart attack? Epidemiology. Did I say that right? I probably butchered that. Somebody say they can say the word epidemiology. Epidemiology. Am I closer?
Something like that. I don't do these big words.
Lisa, I just told you guide.
Okay. I can't repeat what that just said, but yeah. I know, Steve. I don't have a stressful life either. No, not me. That's what I'm trying to say. That's Amy. That's it. That's the word. Couldn't say it, but that's the word.
Epidemiology.
Epidemiology.
Does anybody know what that is?
Why did I say epidemiology? Oh my Lord. Dumb question, spirits make. I know. I can talk very well until spirit gets involved, and then like there's like a whole like starter thing, and it just takes things out and puts things there. God bless you. That's a little girl sneezing. Got a minute? Yeah. Got milk too? Yeah, that's happening.
Yeah, but we're looking at epidemiology.
Is there a double?
Demiology.
Yeah, but it was almost like they had me saying epidemiology, but then they were putting in demonology, like they were trying to sneak it in. You know what I'm saying?
It says print on mine.
Bonnie said, watch your mouth, spirit.
No kidding. Like you heard it too then, because I was like, oh, I ain't repeating that one.
Yeah, and then mine just said yes.
Okay, Spirit, you have a few more minutes that we're going to do this, and then we're just going to move right along.
Very well.
Said very well.
It says search on mine.
Mine.
Epidemiology is the study and analysis of the distribution, who, when, and where patterns and determinants of health and disease conditions in a defined population.
I think our guest has ghosted us. I think either forgot or something happened.
Does anybody know a Luke?
Yes, Luke is the cat behind me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Lucario. Muchacho.
Look how it's going nuts.
It is.
It said print search Luke.
Hi. I don't know where my
Spirit's doing a lot of repeating itself on my end tonight. So.
Okay, so I guess our guest is not here.
Yeah, he hasn't popped on.
Yeah, I know. I just hope everything's okay. Listen, we had a hell of a storm yesterday, so everything, it is what it is. It's okay. We always have plenty of stuff to talk about, so I'm not really that worried. It's kind of like paranormal and go.
His said, I'm here. His Ghostbuster said, I'm here.
So
everybody's running a ghost
today. So it said mother, door, Sarah, stop it, mansion, and louder. Now that's just the one that's using the words. That's not the one that talks.
Library.
So, like she said, library.
Bonnie said, ask about Elaine. Who is Elaine?
Who's Elaine?
Well, that depends. I know an Elaine. I know a couple of them.
So do I, but I'm not answering that. Anyways, moving right along.
Both of the Elaines that I know are passed on. They're both family.
Did I talk about earlier? I don't remember if I did or I didn't. How that I can retrieve haunted objects. So please don't set things on fire.
Amy said we had a
It said
13-year-old boy die from a tree falling on him. Oh, God.
Had a what?
13-year-old boy died from a tree falling on him. That is completely heartbreaking. Prayers and to his family and friends.
Right. Oh, Lisa, my box says boat, and then when we were talking about spirit having to watch its mouth, it said disrespectful.
Oh, I'll agree that they're disrespectful with what they said. Okay, so my guest is planning on joining us. He just had the time wrong, and it's okay. You know what? Because it's Sunday.
Steve said, Lisa, I'm not liking what it just said.
Oh, lovely. There's 69 of us here right now. Holy moly.
She meant 6.
I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Okay. Let's see if I can get this to work. Let's see.
He said savage demon.
Oh, it just said empath. That'd be accurate. My hair is moving.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel it move.
Oh no, it moved.
I got money.
Come with head.
Come with him? Listen, dude, I don't just come on demand. You're gonna have to give me something out of this. Why? Why would I go with a spirit? Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm sorry, you got money? Well, we know what I had money today. Woohoo! Lasted for a little bit.
It's only 50.
Only what?
It's only 50.
That's
Listen, there's nobody else would know about that. We discussed that nobody else would know about that.
Yeah. Listen, 50 is 50, okay?
Okay, Chris, I don't know if you can do that. Can you bring up a picture on your end?
Bring up what picture?
That's their logo. So if anybody wants to follow them, because he's coming on. So yeah.
Let me see if I can on Facebook and bring it up.
You know what? I bet you if we do this Thursday, the ghost box stuff will work. I don't for the weirdest, and you guys know because it's the same equipment I use all the time, and it works. Oh, it works, and it won't shut up. But when all of us are together, yeah, it's only 50. The thing is that there's a reason why it's saying it's only 50 because I keep saying it was only 50.
Let me see.
Can you? I mean, I don't even know. Can you bring that up on the YouTube? Can you bring up their YouTube channel?
You know what it is? Today's Sunday. It's everybody's day off. It's supposed to be the day of rest.
That's funny. I didn't go to bed last night, so I haven't rested. So what does that change for me? Nothing.
It just said sorry to you, Lisa. When you said I haven't been to bed, it said sorry.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
That's okay. I had a weird, hour-long dream last night when I went to sleep before I went to work.
It just said library and rope.
Can you guys see this?
This is our guest. So his name is Harry Green Jr., and that's his group. And he has a Facebook page that he goes live from, and I believe there's a YouTube page. Ghost never rests, I know. there's my hope for like, oh, you can sleep when you're dead. Yeah, that obviously doesn't work either. Just saying.
My mother used to say that I'll sleep when I'm dead.
Yeah, my mother used to say that too.
Mm.
Now my mother's like, I'm gonna drive you crazy. Yes, I know, because you can. She's like, no, because the other ones can't hear me.
Yeah,
Hiding.
and then she used to
Hiding?
say,
Who's hiding? Can you post that in the comments? Like, like when you insert a picture into the comments, either Live Paranormal, Facebook.
If I go on to their the page thingy.
All right, well, we're working on it.
Listen, I just started learning how to present things.
Well, listen, it's a learning curve for all of us. I mean, it is what it is. And we have come vast pages in this from what we were trying to do before. And we saw what happens when Bestie's not here to take care of that, because of the three of us, we couldn't get.
yeah, I was
Katie
going to say,
tried. I'm talking to the screen, and I'm talking to her like, can you do this? And then it dawned on me I'm not even talking to her because it's not really. I'm not on live stream.
Yeah, can't do it.
okay, listen. I was going to say, wasn't anybody privy to that one? Because that was a great example of how technology and I are not friends.
Listen, okay, I couldn't help it. I
No,
got sick.
no. We know you were sick, honey. I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying.
I am.
Let me see if I can find it.
No, but see, just like
So
Christina was sick and then I was sick, I didn't have a voice for like 2 days.
Okay, so their their YouTube.
I can get it and share it.
I'm sending it to you now, the link from it. So
okay.
So
right.
if you go to YouTube, you can type in the Bridgewater Triangle Paranormal Investigators. He's got a lot of videos, like a lot. And really, there's not a place that he hasn't been to, I want to say. So we're going to collab with him. I'm working on, like, you know me. I'll get us in there. Don't you worry about it. I'll get us in there. But he has vast knowledge of all these places. And so he deals with like the Bigfoot. He deals with the Bridgewater Triangle, the Anahuac. I probably butchered that wrong. Anahuac Rock that's out there. There was some satanic instances. I try not to listen. I'm not the historian. I'd love to, but then I feel like it's cheating.
If you are ready, he is backstage
nice.
ready. And then he can explain all that as well.
Yes. Okay.
Everybody, please welcome Harry from the Bridgewater Triangle Paranormal Investigation Group. Hi, Harry.
Hello. Thank you for having me on.
Oh, I'm so excited. So remember when you showed me that picture that you had the ectoplasm in? The mist?
Yes.
Okay. This is the guy.
Now, was that the guy Ralph that worked there sometime a couple centuries ago?
He has suspenders on. But he's got like one of those ZZ Top long mustaches, like it goes down, and his hair is kind of slicked back. And he's dark haired, but this is how he shows himself. He's dead. Like, obviously, he's a spirit, but like he's showing himself to me like dead and just not embalmed. He's just lying there dead. But he showed up in that picture. That's why I couldn't see the man that you were talking about, because all I could see was this face just to the right of when you're looking at the picture, just to the right with the ectoplasm. So I just didn't know. Remember, I said, oh, I'll have to get my sketchbook. Like I ended up sketching all day long. And for reference, this is how bad my drawings are. And this is when spirit gets involved.
So James says, Harry, don't you have a TikTok too?
Yes.
So he must have seen you on TikTok going through it.
And these are the two spirits from, I believe it's Jess's property. One's a little boy, and I have no idea about this kid in the sweatshirt, but he is a creepy dude. This one, the younger one, I know died of He had some scratches and stuff. So can you give us a broad view of what your paranormal group does and where your area of expertise is? Because I mean, literally, we can run a whole series alone just on the Bridgewater Triangle and in your vast knowledge of the area. So what is this Anahuac Rock? Did I say that right?
Anawan Rock.
Yeah, same thing. Anahuac Rock. So what is that rock about?
Well, in 1675, everyone thinks that King Philip's war was over because King Philip was decapitated, but the war was still going on. They were still finding these natives and shipping them into slavery. Benjamin Church captured Chief Anawan at that rock. It was said that they spent all night together just staring at each other's eyes until the cavalry arrived. But Chief Anawan stood
Like
up.
romantically?
No, just like...
just trying to stare each other down like dogs? Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Yes. Chief Anawan stood up and he handed Benjamin Church this special wampum belt. It was the tribe's wampum belt. It was so sacred to them. But he handed it to him as a peace offering, hoping to make peace. But Benjamin Church actually ended up keeping the wampum belt, and Chief Anawan was later captured, and he was beheaded as well. But they say that until the wampum belt is returned, this land will remain cursed, and no one really knows what happened to the belt. They actually think it was sent to the King of England because a lot of King Philip's body parts were cut off. I know the hand was sent to the King of England, so no one really knows what happened to this belt.
Well, Massachusetts is actually Massachusetts. He was a chief. And has anybody seen the movie Lord of the Flies or knows about it on a spike? That's what they did to their entire tribe so that nobody would think that they could come up against British soldiers again. But his son was the one that made friends with them and thought like, oh, I'm going to be the new kid on the block. I'm going to make friends with them, this and that. And they raped and pillaged everything because he owned everything from here to the Great Lakes, all across the eastern coast. So when they say that they want to remove the indigenous person from our flag, I'm sort of like, do you know how stupid you sound? Because Massachusetts is the name of a state, but it's named after the chief. So like, won't you have to like redo everything?
Mm-hmm.
Like they won't do it. But I think as soon as you said that with the spikes, that's what they showed me was I think it's the same leader at the time with that was facing the Wampanoags. That was like his signature trademark, how he beheaded people.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering if there isn't something that the Wampanoags in Plymouth may have discovered. And I don't know if the chief on staff is how we refer to him. I don't know if the chief still is there or not, the one that my father was friends with. Because we're 3 parts Native American, so like my kids knew everybody there.
What is the Bermuda? I was going to say Bermuda, but I know what that is.
I've been doing that too.
Bridgewater Triangle. Like
the Bridgewater Triangle is just a triangle-shaped region with Abington at the north, Rehoboth at the southwest, and Freetown at the southeast. It's just a triangle region with all paranormal activity. It was actually coined the term the Bridgewater Triangle in 1983 by cryptozoologist Lauren Coleman, but Bridgewater is in the center. So he originally thought it was just a triangle with the 3 Bridgewaters, but later on he discovered that the triangle actually extends out further.
And is that just like where a lot of activity happens?
Yes.
Like, it's like off the charts.
Pudgewudgies, I know, is one of the creatures at the scene.
Yeah, that was in Freetown. There's fireballs, phantom fireballs in the sky, UFOs. The Thunderbirds, Bigfoots, ghosts, you name it. I actually seen the Thunderbird when I was 14 years old, a big cryptid bird, actually. So that's
Oh,
one of
yeah.
the reasons.
You're gonna
why.
have to explain that one with details, like how did it happen? What were you doing?
All right, I was 14 years old. This was, I think, mid-July of '96, and me and a childhood friend of mine, he lived, down the street from me. We used to ride our bikes behind Brockton High. There's old quad trails down there.
Okay.
One day, here's the thing: Brockton High was built on swamp, on the outskirts of the Hockomock Swamp. And one day we were riding our bikes, and my friend, he gets off his bike, he looks up in the sky, and he runs into the woods. And I'm thinking, what is he running from? And all of a sudden, the trees and the brush was blowing like crazy. And I look up in the sky, and I see this big, massive bird, probably 3 stories up. The wingspan, both wings, were the size of an old 1978 Lincoln Town Car. And he was flying towards me, and he kind of looked like the condor from the King Kong movie.
I was just gonna ask if it looked like that. Okay.
It did. And he had, like, I can remember his fur. It was like old worn out suede, like brown, but it was worn out. He had cobwebs and debris going towards his feet, like in twigs stuck in it. And
Okay.
he was flying by, and the only thing I could think of was, I hope he doesn't think I'm a worm and scoop me up and carry me on his way. He continued to fly south, going towards the Hockomock Swamp. And at the time, as a kid, I never even heard of the Bridgewater Triangle or the Hockomock Swamp. And the Hockomock Swamp means place where spirits dwell. It's a sacred native burial ground to the natives. But
like a portal.
yeah, he was flying south, going towards the Hockomock Swamp. And I years later, I was probably 26, 27. A friend of mine was telling me about the Bridgewater Triangle and the Bigfoot, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, she's crazy. Yeah, Bigfoot. And she was telling
we all say that. Those are famous last words, like, oh, there's no such.
Right.
Yeah, it exists. I gotcha.
And then she was telling me, no, Harry, it's true. People have seen big, giant cryptid birds. And I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, I saw one when I was a kid. So ever since then, I had like an interest in this region.
So what basically, like, you just played it off like your eyes were playing tricks on you until when you were 26, 27, and somebody else brought it up and you're like, wait a minute, maybe I was not seeing things.
I didn't think I was seeing things. As a kid, I just thought it was like a big giant bird that I just never studied before in school. It kind of just like slipped my mind after all these years. But I did actually reach out to my friend on Facebook, and I asked him if he remembered this. And he goes, Harry, I briefly do, but I'm not going to discuss it.
Okay. So, because I have the concept in my head, like, I see what I think what you saw. I'm wondering, the same way that they figured that the lake monster, which is protected in Canada and New York, so that if they ever catch Quinny, I think is what they call it, that it can't be dissected and stuff. They think, oh, well, there's more than one, right? Because we have the one here, there's the one over in Scotland. Okay. What are the chances, do you think, that might be like a cousin or a different breed from the Jersey Devil?
Steve,
because they both fly wings. You know what I'm saying?
Steve said, Bestie, Lisa, I gotta go. There's a black figure standing in my yard. If you need backup, come back and send a message.
If you need to pull the spiritual fire alarm, we got you, bro. But I'd bring your little spritz bottle with you. Don't leave home without it.
I'm not really sure, but I don't think it's related, because I think it comes from the Bridgewater Triangle, this vortex. Because a lot of people think the land's cursed. I believe that it's more so a vortex releasing all these anomalies.
I can tell you, driving on the highway, because I was consulting on those serial cases that happened along the highway, and I don't want to get into it because I don't want to say anything in case, like, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So I was using a pendulum, and I'm not lying, like, because I have no idea if it. You should know this now, Harry. I suck at directions. Geography is not my thing. But I had the pendulum, and at first wasn't really moving at all in the car because we're driving along. And then all of a sudden, it looked like it was some sort of Chinese weapon that was being used. And I was like, did we just enter into like a whole different like frequency or atmosphere? And she was like, yes, we're close to Bridgewater. I mean, literally, we couldn't even get it to slow down. I had to let it go and drop it into a blanket because, I mean, the pendulum has a point on it. It was crazy. The energy, and then when you drive into it, it's like how you picture special effects working in a movie, like when you walk through a mirror. It's like the same feel. That's what it just goes right through you, and it's almost like a vacuum. It just sucks you in. So I can only imagine the vortex. I wonder, could you measure that? Has anybody measured it? I wonder if an EMF would get triggered by that.
Were you driving on Route 24 when this happened?
Yes, sir.
You know what's interesting about Route 24? A lot of people that drive down there claim that they're driving and then all of a sudden they'll find themselves 4.5 miles down the road instantly. Like they shifted through time.
That is exactly how it felt. It felt like you were here and then you were there.
And there's a theory on that. There's a lot of UFO sightings over that highway. And I believe that maybe these beings are not from another planet. They might be us from the future. So these UFOs might actually be spacecrafts producing maybe a wormhole pocket for time travel.
Every single time that I would go to that area on that highway, it rains. Like there hasn't been a time yet that it hasn't rained. And I'm not talking a little sprinkle. I'm talking an absolute deluge on the highway. And it's like they don't want me there or they didn't want me working on the case.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so these wormhole pockets might actually just be left lingering behind.
That's crazy because I have UFO sightings that they post in the police log behind my house, which happens to be where the Lemonster Bigfoot is too. You know, that one.
That drawing you had, Bestie, is that like the
he hasn't seen that
talking about?
Yeah, hold on. Like I said, I spent the whole day sketching, not on purpose.
Bless you, Jess.
So I don't know if that's a pudgewudgie or the stick figure that the legs up backwards like a praying mantis. But there's a body of water and there's a whole bunch of faces and an owl, but yet there's a creature in the trees.
It could be a puckwudgie.
And the weird thing about it is he's an elemental. I know he is, but he's almost like a Groot. Do you know what I mean? Like the character Groot, but this guy's knees are like ass backwards. Like do you know what I mean? Like it's not a regular. It's like more like a praying mantis. If anybody's ever see a praying mantis, they're like backwards. And
well, like
I don't.
Slender Man.
Yeah, it's just weird. But when I tried to remote view just to that area, just to any area specifically in the park, that's all I got. And I've never been in there other than to do the highway. Listen, and I look a lot like some of those girls were on there. So like, whoo, that was a little close to home.
Is there like, do you guys, what do you like? Do you do any paranormal investigations in certain buildings inside that triangle?
Oh yeah.
Or is it just out in that park that you do it?
No, it's all over the triangle, in actually all over Massachusetts. We've been as far as Pennsylvania. We went all the way to Penhurst Asylum.
Ooh, I haven't been there yet. Want to get there.
You
should know, everybody that's from Pennsylvania, please raise your hand. Care to guess where we're going a lot, Harry? We go to PA a lot. Okay, Vitrina says she lives there right near Lake Champlain. Yeah, I think they call it Quinny or Champy. I don't know, but it's listed in the books. She's actually protected. The lake monster is protected by law, so that nobody can catch her, trap her, dissect her, or, just people do weird things to animals that never found before.
Does any of our viewers have questions for Harry from the Bridgewater Triangle?
Pudgewudgies, Now, I don't know anything about the satanic rituals that happened. Can you safely get into it without triggering anything? Beaver County, Pennsylvania. Okay. Hi, Donna.
A lot of the satanic rituals didn't actually happen in Freetown State Forest. They actually happened in Fall River. But it was said that Kyle Drew was leading a bunch of prostitutes into the forest. They were practicing cult activity. There's a misconception of Mary Lou Aruda. She was kidnapped in Raynham, and a lot of people think that she was a human sacrifice because she was found in Freetown State Forest. But
that's different from the
Right.
serial case that I'm talking about. I just want to make sure we're clear on that, people. It's a different thing. I know it's disturbing, too much in one area, but yeah.
Yeah, she was just kidnapped and she was found bound to a tree. Actually, her killer, James Cater, his lawyer, tried to play it off like it was due to satanic rituals and that this guy had nothing to do with it. However,
That's
they
like
found,
saying all Ouija boards are bad.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's the go-to. Thanks to Hollywood, but it's the go-to.
yeah, they found his brand of cigarettes, like a cigarette butt near where she was kidnapped. And actually, he done this before. Believe it or not, I think he only did 5 years because
Nice guy.
the victim wasn't pronounced dead. And this was back in the early 70s. So I think he was convicted in the 80s. He tried to appeal it, but he lost. But I guess a lot of people practice witchcraft in Freetown State Forest because of the Pukwudgies. I guess they're also known as satanic imps. So they believe that if they practice these cult activities in the forest, that they're going to get these supernatural powers.
Have you ever seen a Pukwudgie?
No, I actually know.
Do you know somebody that has?
I know 2 people that have had an encounter with one.
Do they really go around saying, "We want you, we want you"? Is that like one of their phrases?
That's funny you mentioned that because we just came back from the Josiah Keefe house a month ago. And one of the new owners that lives there said that he was coming out of his car at night and he heard something saying, here, well, kind of like Bill Russo's story, here. He didn't actually see it, but he had that auditorial experience.
Dude. So how difficult is it to go to the Freetown Forest?
You got to know your way around.
Because you can get lost. So listen, people, if you're like me, give somebody your GPS, hook it up on your phone so they can find you because it will happen.
Lisa, we know GPS doesn't always work for you. You end up going somewhere else.
Well, that's because my GPS loves you, Bestie.
Like, even when I go to the forest, sometimes I still need the GPS. We usually park at Copacabana Road, and we take some trails all the way to the ledge.
Now, the ledge, is that famous rock? It has like a very vast valley or something that it overlooks, but the rock just kind of drops off.
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking.
Like a cliff, pretty much, right?
Right. That's where the woman was supposed to meet her lover one day. And they believe it was in the 1940s or 50s, but I guess the guy's parents didn't approve of the relationship. So, as devastated as she was, because she was supposed to meet him, she jumped off, and people claim that they've seen her now.
The body of water.
Yeah.
Is there a lot of drownings at that water?
Yes, a lot of people go to that ledge feeling happy, and then all of a sudden just have a sudden urge to leap to their death for some reason. No one knows why.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Yeah. I guess that quarry formed in the early 1900s. There was an accidental explosion and all these workers died there, unfortunately.
Harry, that would explain the body of water with all the faces and the owl and the Pukwudgie.
Yep.
So
I've never been in there.
They get a sense of depression standing there. It's like she overcomes their body and
instantly, yeah.
We ain't going there.
Again, never been there. But there's the body of water and it's just all faces. So what I must have been seeing must have been at the bottom.
Yes, it's actually said that these workers are buried below the bottomless water that just keeps going and going. Scuba divers can't even reach the bottom. It gets so cold, and like I said, the water is like it just keep going.
No, Steve, you're not standing there. And the owl's kind of like the watcher.
Yeah, but but he can't go in the tree because there's this weird set of red demon-like eyes in the trees. It almost feels like it's like an elemental watchtower for the trees. Do you know what I mean? Like, now, do they close this park during the winter when it's all snowy and muck?
I don't think they ever close it. I think it's open 24/7. You just can't get in through the main entrance.
Okay.
Do you guys do events like do you take people
Paracons, investigations?
Or do you take people on investigations with you?
As a business, you don't like say, hey, okay, we're on an event. I'm going to take some people to the exact area and sort of be like, show and tell, like, hey, this is the forest. This is what happened. Like a tour guide.
We have once when we were working on the documentary, another guy that I do the podcast with was doing his documentary. So we met up. I showed him around. That was about it.
Okay.
Now, weren't you the one that was supposed to meet somebody down there and ended up being some weird guy down on the pathway?
Yeah, that was recently.
This is the number one reason why that we travel with security. Seen security and unseen security.
Yeah, and I guess I don't even know what happened to that girl. She never hit me back up, nothing. So
I believe so, Amy, that there is something that's attached to it. It's kind of like everybody's heard of the Amityville house. Okay, well, that's based on events that actually happened. And then you have the movie The Poltergeist, which was based a couple miles down the road in a complex, but it's based on real stuff that happened. I think the two of those are connected. For some reason, I want to say that some of the stuff with the Bridgewater Triangle, she has a lot in common with the area for the Jersey Devil, like the type of forest, the type of energy. And I haven't been there either, but when I try to remote, I get weird stuff, dude. Weird stuff. The owl isn't the watchman? Okay, Steve. Do you tell us what the owl is then?
Yeah, what's your take on it, Steve? Steve has abilities as well.
And he's a paranormal investigator. And, we still got to get into Waverly Oaks. Yeah, we got to get into that Waverly Oaks, though. We got to get in there.
Speaking of the Poltergeist movie, did you ever hear of the curse about it? What happened in real life?
Yes.
Nope.
Yes.
Never seen the movie.
Everyone died after making the movie. Well,
so the swimming pool, okay, those were fake skeletons, and then there was real ones, and then the Native American, the indigenous person that was authentic in the movie was the one that found it out, and he got sick. Then the little girl Carrie Ann, don't go into the light. Yeah, she died of pneumonia. Then the older sister got murdered. Yes. I don't know about you, but I'm not looking forward to going on any movie set or touching the person next to me or calling them and say, hey, can I do an interview? No. Let that stuff stay where it's supposed to. But yeah, that was based on someplace out of Massachusetts, kind of like where I live. There's a Camp Crystal Lake. And I was like, ha, ha, ha. That's funny because of the movies. And then somebody up here goes, where did you think they invented the whole thing? I went, oh, well, I'm not walking around there. That's not going to happen.
It was also filmed up here in PA, too. Parts of it was filmed up here at the Crystal Lake up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unbelievable. But I'm wondering, like this, it seems to be a lot in common. And don't forget Freddy Krueger. That's a New England thing. Big
Steve said the owl is soul of the woman. That's why it won't go into the trees.
Gotcha. Hi, Roger Sumner. How are you? Where are you watching from?
Is there something that you want our viewers to know specific about the Bridgewater Triangle?
Like
That
yeah, is it like a recommended thing to do, and then again that list of what not to do?
Well, the thing about the Bridgewater Triangle is that every place you can go to is open 24/7. I recommend the Hockomock Swamp. It's also, a fun nature walk too as well during the day.
I have to say this because it happens more often than not when we investigate a place. They put on, mind you, usually have to sign like a paper, a disclaimer, but they also tell you not to wear heels. Now, I love you ladies, but if you wear cute shoes to a swamp, you're on your own, okay? I don't care how much I love you, how much you spend for the shoes. This is not the time that you wear the cute stuff. This is the stuff you wear like as if you're going fishing. Because 9 times out of 10, if it's a white shirt you have on, when you go home, it ain't white no more. It's just not. So would you say this would be hiking boots or like fishing waders?
Hiking boots. If you want to go into the swamp, then yeah, waders.
Hi,
But
Kimmy.
You got to be careful in the swamp because they say that there is quicksand.
Oh, there is. I've seen quicksand on the Cape behind my grandmother's house. And when they say it's quicksand, they ain't playing. It's real. It does exist. So you should try walking stick. I would think a walking stick.
And this is why there's no swimming in Lake Nipponicket in Bridgewater, which is actually in the heart of the Hockomock Swamp, because this quicksand.
What the hell?
I have to say, and you make fun of our Lake Wampapack.
Listen, it's called Lake Wankamakamok. If you drive by it, there's more letters than you can count, and I'm trusting that the cop's gonna know she ain't from around here. What the hell lake were you talking about? Nippentuck? What?
Lake Nipponicket, also known as the Nip in Bridgewater. There hasn't been swimming allowed since the 90s. People mysteriously drowned.
Is that the one where the Native American woman calls to them and sings to them?
I'm not sure.
That's
a siren, wouldn't it be?
No, but that's where the JCPenney used to be, past Burlington, Bedford. That's Bedford.
Kimmy said the Nip.
The Nip.
LMAO.
What is the name of the lake again, Harry? Oh my God, Nip.
Lake Nipponicket.
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 Nicket.
I'm just saying, she always made fun of my like Susquehanna or.
She goes, "Where are you?" I just passed a sign that said Lake Waccamacamock, and she goes, "Where?" And I go, "I don't know, Lake Waccamacamock. I can't put it in reverse. It only goes forward here." And she said the name, but I'm like, "Yeah, I guess." Or then she's like,
Lake
"Oh, I live in Sasquatch," and I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "No, it's this," and I'm like, "Same difference. It's Sasquatch's cousin. We'll get there." I just keep following the pole position on the phone. It's okay. The lick.
Kimmy, we can't with you.
Bad enough I called it Nip and Tuck. I'm pretty sure they're going to figure out I'm not from around there.
So, Harry, what podcasts do you do? When do you do it? When do you do your YouTube? Do you do live videos? Oh my God,
he does great lives. He does great lives.
Yeah, I do the podcast with Dark Hour Paranormal. It's not really.
Oh, okay, I know who they are.
But I usually just post videos every 2 weeks on YouTube.
Okay.
So I'm working on that funeral home because I want to get into the big one. But my husband was telling me that his work is a little active right now, so I'm trying to get us in there. Considering that he's a union guy, he should be able to do something for us.
Right.
Yeah, I'm looking to go to all these places. A lot of the places we went to, you had to rent out, and it's big bucks.
It is. It's becoming more and more expensive. I've been seeing, like, looking at it.
My whole thing is like if we're gonna go live and we're gonna give you all the promos that we can and let people that you should be able to get in there for free. Like I know you said that you didn't have full access to the USS Salem, and we did. Like both times that I'm talking like I investigated when my kids was like 7 or 8. So that was like decades ago, which was active, super active then. And then when I went last year, it was still as active. and we had access to all the same areas that we did before that I guess most people don't. So
Yeah, we did the public tour, and well, we we snuck off, so we ended up going all throughout the ship, which actually is better because it's less people, less noisy, and it gives the ghost ship a good review because now people are going to see it and want to go.
Absolutely. I will say though that we don't get very good internet on there. So if you're trying to do a live feed, you're talking and then you just move an eighth of an inch this way and it goes out.
Yep.
But they did move the ship. It was located at a different port, but they've moved it. Because when they move it, you go, damn, I remember it being on this side. We came in on the left side. Why are we walking in on the right side of the boat? That doesn't make any sense.
I'm definitely going to have to check out your YouTube videos and your YouTube.
Oh my God, there's a lot of them.
Yeah,
they're so good.
Free advertisement, free access.
Right.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. And listen, we do private residences. We do the usual, but when we go in there, we're not going in there like everybody else to kick a hornet's nest. I usually say like we're going to go in there with positivity and we want to get their story to try to find out like is it crap, like is it just a story or is it real?
Right.
Like can we substantiate it?
What do you I know usually every investigation group, do you have like a whole team that works with you? Do you have other ghost hunters? Do you have other paranormal investigators and psychic mediums that you work with?
We have the four of us. None of us are really psychic mediums. I have had premonitions since I was 19 every now and then, but I wouldn't call myself really a medium though.
Okay.
Why not? If you're having premonitions, that's a clairvoyant ability.
I haven't had them recently, and I think what triggers them is my OCD, because when I go to bed now with a race in mind, it's something active in my frontal lobe.
But here's the thing. Most of the people I know that have abilities, we've all had some sort of childhood trauma that made us more sensitive to life. So, and spirit's great because even when I have surgeries, they'll take it off me for a while to allow me to heal. And then I'll be like, I'll go live next week. I'm enjoying this, playing some Nintendo and stuff. And spirit's like, oh no, you're ready. No. Yeah, I know I'm ready. But like, next week would be better. And then they start with the whole use it. And then it's a buildup of energy. So it might not be the way you're looking at it. Like sometimes I say like we have all the information and it's accurate. We're just not looking at it from the right angle. So I do think you have abilities, and I would say that you're a medium or at least a sensitive. So a sensitive, if you hang around us long enough, it's like a magnet. It rubs off onto the paper clip. But I definitely think you do have abilities. And from what I've gotten from Spirit is that your group is a tight-knit group. Like you have your core members. And yeah, fun people. And we like to play it loose anyways. We like to if you're there and investigating with us, you get credit. You know what I mean? Like some people can be like, they want to tear you down and not take your ideas and not like just be honest about it. And we're open and honest with our investigations.
All right, so we got 6 minutes left.
Okay.
Does anybody have any questions for Harry? Anybody in the chat right now who's been watching and listening to Harry about the Bridgewater Triangle?
Bonnie, please get us a list of those hotels. We'd love to go to a trip to Canada after hockey
yes,
season.
Steve, we know you're the one that goes in with the attitude and kicks the hornet's nest.
Security. Okay, I got questions. So this is our game called Getting to Know You. So we like to prove that we're people first. So we have these random questions. Of course, they're so serious. Like, what's your favorite substitute cuss word and why?
Substitute cuss word?
Yeah, so you can't say like Faulkner, but you can say something else. You know what I mean? Everybody has a go-to one.
I'm usually just blunt, so I never have.
What do you use when you're around little kids?
Or on Facebook for Facebook community guidelines.
Oh, I've been in Facebook jail many times, so.
Steve, say hello to your partner in jail.
Steve wants to know, have you ever been able to get close to the owl, or have you seen the owl there?
I've seen the owl, no.
Steve, it wouldn't let me get any closer than that from the remote viewing. Roger Sumner says, I'm a sensitive with mediumship abilities. Awesome. Make sure you ground when you're on our listening to our show, because you can definitely pick stuff up. Okay, what's your favorite investigation snack?
Reese's peanut butter cups.
Yes.
Ooh. I suggest everybody bring something salty, because I found that the consumption of salt is kind of like bug spray for spirits. Like it's like the bug off spray. They're less likely to possess you if you've been eating some salty chips. So what's your favorite? Just plain, just not like the crunchy ones, or they got 8,000 variations of Reese's cups now. Does anybody else notice
nowadays.
that? The one has cookies in it.
No,
it was like
just
a white one.
The
traditional one.
Yeah.
Okay, your favorite ritual or superstition before an investigation? Bonnie says eat more.
I don't think I have one.
Do you pray? Do you ground? Do you give the spit? Don't let anything happen to me.
No, because we want that. We want to be tossed up in the air. We want to experience that.
Careful what you wish for, buddy.
Mm.
Okay, your favorite high-tech tool and your favorite low-tech tool, and why? So, for example, my favorite low-tech tool is a pencil, or my imaginary chalkboard that you erase. And my favorite high-tech tool has to be my Hey Googly thing, so she shuts off the hall light. So what is your favorite high-tech and your favorite low-tech tool? Can be paranormal, can be just regular stuff.
High-tech tool would probably be the EMF meter, not the K2 meter. I'm not really a fan on that, because that's not masked. That will go off very easily.
Right.
The EMF meter I like because it has the temperature gauge, so you know if the temperature is decreasing while there's an EMF spike, that there might be something there. Probably my low gadget would probably be the EM pump that I built that produces EMFs. It has 2 DC motors, 2 earth magnets, and I put 2 quartz crystals in there.
A pump?
Nice.
Yeah. An EM pump. It produces electromagnetic frequencies.
Huh.
They say is that to generate more of a response from spirit because they're attracted to it and they use a lot of energy?
Yeah, they say that they use that to channel. So we're hoping that if we fire up the EM pump during an investigation, it might attract something.
Amy Edwards says the new Reese's Cups has potato chips in it.
Yep, it does.
Yeah, that's crossing the line for me. Thank you. That's like right up there with green mustard and ketchup. That's nasty. Okay, if you become a spirit, are you going to haunt or are you just going to monitor? Oh, dude, I have a list, so I know where I'm going.
Yeah, probably haunt.
Yeah, I informed my children I will be making my own notifications. And screw around and find out. What is your superpower?
Probably the premonitions.
Okay. What famous person would you like to talk to in spirit? Any person, or have a conversation with the past?
That's a tough one.
Bonnie says I'm going to hunt every SOB that ever ticked me off. Girl, I hear you.
Probably Steven Seagal. He's always been my idol, and he's very spiritual himself, actually.
He is.
Yeah.
Isn't he like an auxiliary policeman in Louisiana, like Ozzy Osbourne?
Yeah, he was.
Steve says I would haunt Bestie. Ooh, dude, she
Thanks,
gonna come.
Steve.
She gonna come for you now. She gonna come for you now. Okay, serious one. What's your favorite cereal? I bet he's gonna say Captain Crunch. You know it.
Fruity Pebbles.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have thought Captain Crunch. I'm so Fruity Pebbles or Cocoa Puffs. No, Tricks.
Is it? Is it Captain Crunch or Cap'n?
Cap'n. But everybody says Captain Crunch.
Yeah, it's a
Because it's
Mandela
abbreviated.
effect.
Yeah. Yeah, but now you can get the one with berries or you can get a box of just the berries, which is kind of weird. All right. What's your favorite song to get pumped up for an investigation? Like, what song do you usually have to listen to before you do anything?
That's a tough one.
Dude, I listen to weird stuff. So
I like a lot of the 80s music, but I'm going to say maybe anything from Disturbed.
oh, nice.
Yeah.
What was it?
I like all the 80s music, but anything from Disturbed, maybe Inside the Fire.
The Sound of Silence.
Mm,
Yeah, Sound of Silence. You investigate.
Bonnie
It's
said
gonna get
he
you pumped
let the
up.
dogs out.
Whoop whoop. Your favorite aha moment from Spirit that confirmed there was another realm for you.
Well, he did say that with the bird.
Yeah, that would make me have to have a wardrobe change, I'm pretty sure.
mhm.
Was there anything else other than the bird, like when you were little? Did you see any spirits, like of your family members? Or
I might have, but I was a kid, and I was
Right.
always told that when you're tired that you see things. So I don't know what I saw that night.
I said the same thing when the
Right.
spirit walked by me and smiled. I was like, "Yeah, I drove 12 hours. I'm just tired."
Yeah, it's I can't really confirm it because I was probably 3 years old, and I just woke up in the middle of the night.
Oh, okay. All right. So this is like a Ginger Marianne question: disembodied voices or shadow people?
Shadow people.
Why?
I don't know. I've noticed though there's a lot of times in investigations you catch more shadow people than something residual. Like a lot of people will say, well, I seen somebody with a top hat and it's sensual, but it could be residual. But I've noticed though in a lot of investigations that more and more people are seeing shadow figures, black shadows.
To me, shadow people make it more real, but I know that they're attracted to light, the lightness in people. So I always say, like, be that light for somebody. If they're in the dark, be that light for them.
If you watch the USS Salem video, we caught a black shadow above deck running, and then it disappears into the wall.
Well, I caught one with a long white coat, and then there was that guy hanging on the side of the air helicopter pad on the other side, that little door. And he was speaking Greek literally. And at that point, we're hanging on to that little tiny wire with the cage behind you. And my son goes, "Mom." And I go, "What?" And he goes, "Hold on." So before I could even tell our group leader, it was too late. That whole room shook like there was an earthquake. And then the guy, Mike, next to me goes, "Was that what you're going to say?" And I'm like, yeah. And my son's like, "You okay?" I'm like, "No, I think I'm going to like, that was a lot. Like, next time, don't hold back, Cameron. Just spit it out. Don't try to be quiet about it." We almost died in that room.
Bonnie said shadow. She finds that they are more intriguing.
Oh. I saw what I called a bean person, looked like a bean. I think this is like a type of elemental. If you could change one thing in the world, whatever it is, what would it be?
To stop all wars.
That's a good one. I wonder how many soldiers or whatever branch they were on. I wonder if they could go back in time, what they would do to change it. Now that's drowning pool, Kimmy. What?
No, because Kimmy said that the Disturbed song is "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor."
Yeah, and I have no idea why that song keeps playing.
The Drowning Pool sang it first, and Disturbed did a cover of it.
Okay, let's see. Vanilla, chocolate, or strawberry?
I'm not an ice cream fan, but I'd probably have to pick chocolate.
Okay, because usually if you choose, like, there's a theory, like Freudian theory, like if you pick vanilla, then you don't like to take risks. If you choose chocolate, then you live a little bit on the dark side. I'm kind of the strawberry girl. I like in the middle. Let's see. What sport? Oh no, wait a minute. So this is what I like the best is God's theme song. So I always think God's theme song should be like, "Don't worry, be happy." What would you think God's theme song should be? SOAD is the best.
The only thing that's coming to my head is that Aha song, "Take on Me." That's it's a fun song to hear.
It is. It's a really great song. Sadly, I remember it the day that it came out on V66, which was the early MTV for Massachusetts people. Okay,
you're old. We know.
Did I miss any?
I think you got them all, Bestie.
I think I did get them all. Is there any questions that you have for us that we can answer legally on on the video? Just saying.
How long has everyone been investigating for?
I started off as a follower of Live Paranormal. I had abilities, but it didn't really, like, my mother knew about it. It wasn't like, we kept it hidden, but she used to say it's like being rich or smart. You don't flaunt your money. You don't flaunt how smart you are and whatever, because you don't know if people are choosing you for you. But almost every house or apartment that I've ever lived in has been haunted to some extent or the other. So for me, it probably since childhood. With these ladies,
I've never really been investigating until meeting up with Lisa. That was
sheer dumb luck. And that's a story in itself.
Exactly. But I've always been interested in the paranormal. I have abilities. They're just starting to come through more now. But I've had experiences with spirit before I even met these ladies.
Now she was a #1 follower, and me and another medium, I was like, "Oh, I'm going to be working with you," and she's like, "You are?" I'm like, "Yeah." I don't know how. It's something about a cemetery. My GPS shut off when I was supposed to be going to Gettysburg. So Gettysburg's down here. She's up here. So yeah, the only thing that came back up, no matter how many times I rebooted the GPS, was Arlo's. And I was like, "Oh, I think that's where Chris said she worked." And I just pull up and I'm like, "Hey, I'm lost." And funny, guess what? I think we're working together. And then from there, it just sort of took off.
Yeah, definitely.
Anyone think that maybe it's all just a coincidence or there's a logical explanation for everything? And then who knows, maybe we're all crazy. Do you ever get that thought sometimes?
Sometimes I wonder, like, because I can't explain how I know things, especially when I suck at Googling. So, like, I can't explain how I know, and it's stuff that I can't possibly look up. But so there's two schools of thought. So, like, there's the, oh, grass is always greener in somebody else's yard, or vice versa. So, like, for me, I think there's more of us with abilities than ever before. And just a lot of people just have been trained or told growing up that it's your imagination, when in retrospect it probably wasn't even their imagination.
Well, I'm seeing more and more paranormal things, paranormal conventions, paranormal like crystal shops,
Dude, what do they do at a paranormal convention though? Like, they want me to go and I'm like, why? We're going to get a 6-foot banner of me. No, thank you. Like, what would I do there?
Yeah.
I just get it.
I guess we have to go to one to see what it's
I know. About. Somebody go to one and let me know how it plays out and what we're supposed to do there. Why I need a table.
You're supposed to go too.
You meet a lot of people from ghost hunters there, and you have like a like basically it's like a round table event where you discuss like what equipment you use.
Harry, you should meet my friend Chris, my bestie, she does event planning. Just saying. And taxes, if you need taxes done, people.
Mm.
Hello,
And
first time.
and
Would love a
I'm an
message.
ordained minister as well. Huh.
And
I
then
know.
Jess and Katie have abilities, but they make our protection amulets that we wear all the time to keep us safe. It's almost like
Definitely.
having a hall pass.
See,
Like
that's the thing. I don't go into like investigations with Sage or protection because I want to be able to capture something. I think that if you wear that, they stay away.
No, you would think,
It's-
but no. It depends on definitely the energy that you bring in. Like if you feed it positive energy, you should get positive back. And I have interacted with some demonics who look at me and they're sort of like, and you are I'm like, I'm just here to ask questions. And they're like, that's it. I'm like, yeah. They're like, that's all you wanted to do is ask. I'm like, yeah, pretty much. And then they're like, oh, but if I have to go into some place to retrieve a haunted object or remove a spirit, like cleanse the area, I don't remove every last spirit because some people bleach it out. I can't do that because I can't remove good spirits. What would be the point? Like they're not bothering anybody. I just usually remove the nuisance one.
Amy says, everyone talks about spirit. We are just investigators that want to know who they are.
We just want to know what's up. Same thing like at a cocktail play. Yo, what's up?
How you
Going to a
doing?
concert. Yeah. You do. My God, that came through earlier before I even messaged you. How you doing?
Well, it's 10:15. We've been on for 2 hours and everything. If nobody has any other questions for Harry.
Bonnie says spirits are just interested in us as we are in them. Amy says everyone talks about spirits. We just want to know.
Yep.
Oh, Kendra, we didn't end up getting to do any reading questions tonight, but stay tuned for next Sunday.
Yes,
and
definitely.
we will. Yeah, we'll get some in every other week or so. I like to bring in a guest.
Harry, thank you for being on the show
thank you.
with us. Definitely learned a lot because I didn't really know what the Bridgewater Triangle was. I'm sure it's our.
We do have a documentary on it actually, which explains how it got its name, how it became so haunted, and we explain what gives the triangle its beating heart, really.
Where can people find the documentary?
On YouTube, the Bridgewater Triangle Paranormal Investigators, and it's the cover video.
One I think we posted.
Yep, we did post it in the comments of each on Live Paranormal and the Purple Dahlia. We will make a post as well with the YouTube link for them to look. Are you on Facebook too? Do you post on Facebook as well?
Yeah, I have a group page called the Bridgewater Triangle. It has like 300 group members in it. But just if they want to look me, yep.
And I look forward to working with you and your crew. But definitely, if you need somebody, like, I can go. I have a car.
I definitely want to go to the Pirate Cave.
Ooh,
that's the one.
Cave?
That's the one in Lynn.
Yes.
Yeah. So
I want to go to Pirate Cave.
All we have to do is just call the Department of Parks and Recreation, and they'll bring somebody in there because they don't want anybody going in there so-called by themselves because there's people that have gone in there and never come out. But you can get access during the week. So
everybody, make sure you just subscribe on YouTube to the Bridgewater Triangle on YouTube. Watch the documentary. Everybody is saying very educational tonight. Tonight was so informative. So very good. Nice meeting you, Harry.
You're so welcome.
Yes.
Thank you, Harry.
You're welcome.
Go Bruins!
Nice to meet everyone, including the two girls that are very quiet and shy.
Oh, they usually are.
I didn't want to butt in.
Yeah, we're over here listening.
They actually do shows on Thursday night, like Sage's Hollow and Paranormal Interest.
And Harry, absolutely, we're going to have you on again because, like, again, we could make a whole series just out of the Bridgewater and your vast knowledge of everything.
Yes, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Harry. Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining our show tonight. It has been 2 long hours.
Forgot to ask him about there's this hitchhiker guy that's supposed to be famous. That's a redheaded hitchhiker. I don't know what makes him special, but we'll have to check that out.
This was very different and definitely interesting to find out
Dude,
about that. I'm gonna have to watch.
He's
these
like
YouTube.
poof, like it's like you go into the library and then you find a whole section on stuff that you like that
Right.
never happens. And I literally stumbled on him from the Dark Paranormal, and then I caught one of his lives. So when I caught one of his lives, then I grabbed Kim, like, come here, you gotta watch this guy, you gotta watch it. And then from there it's just taken off. Okay, right.
Well,
make sure you pay Positivity Forward. Be part of the solution, not the problem. And please have a safe week, because I guess we're getting another storm front coming through.
Also, I think we may not have a show on Sunday due to Easter.
Oh, damn. Forgot about that.
Yes. It is Easter next week.
Well, maybe the weekend after. Maybe I'll be in PA. I don't know. Maybe we'll just have to do it impromptu. But
make sure on Thursday we will have Sage's Hollow and Paranormal Interest show. Do it Saturday. We'll see about that. We may be all getting ready for Easter. But
some of us will be slaving.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night, all.